How's it going, guys? Welcome to another video. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I've not really got any plans to do, so all I'm going to do is take you around with me, and we'll see where we end up. So I've got the baby in the back, my ham and cheese croissant from Starbucks, and I've got my caramel iced latte. So let's see where we end up. So my first thought was I will go to the Trafford Centre, but now I'm driving close by and you see them. Now when you see the speed limits up there, that tells you one of two things. Either there's a crash ahead or Trafford Centre's booming. Now, I'm driving over Barton Bridge, and if you look over there, you start to see the queue. And that queue is to get to the Trafford Centre. And me and Mrs. James made the mistake last week of going to the Trafford Centre when the queue was like that. Let's say I waited 20 minutes for a parking space. It took us half an hour just to get served for some food, and we couldn't find anywhere to sit. So we drove all the way to the Trafford Centre, and all we did was go, queue and eat. That was it. And we drove back in a fit of rage. But one thing I do want to do, which you might be able to see, but I don't know due to using the GoPro, is that new Dino Golf looking thing. Now, it looks like it's for kids, but essentially I'm a big kid anyway, so it's something I definitely got to go and have a look. So I'm going to carry on down the motorway, see you next place to come up to. Whilst driving down the motorway, I thought I'd do a little quick introduction of actually who I am, because I've uploaded a few videos and I've not really even introduced myself. So my name is James, I am 27 years old. Yep, 27 years old. I'm married, been married for 2 years, and I've got a baby who's called Gracie, and she's 6 months old now. Now, I initially started to upload videos to YouTube on just randomly. I uploaded the first one, which is Gracie's first holiday, and I only made that just for a bit of fun. I never even intended putting it onto YouTube, but I've always been interested in YouTube. The whole concept of it really interests me. People videoing the daily lives and then people sat at home watching it. I've done it for years and years. I watch more YouTube than I do TV, which is not good when you look at my viewing times. So I've always thought to myself, one day I'm going to do the same. So I made that little video when I got home from holiday a couple of months back, and I thought I'll just put it on as the first upload. And since then I kind of caught a little bug. So having watched YouTubers that probably everybody knows, your Peter McKinnon, your Casey Neistat, and your people like that, I thought to myself, I think I'm just going to go out there and start doing it. If people are watching, great, people are watching, but it gives me something to do. So I lead a pretty normal life, everyday life, married, kids, house, cars, job, and never really one for going out and exploring. So by doing this, it gets me out of the house, it gets me going doing things that I've not done for a while, or I've always wanted to do but never been out to do. So that's why I've started to upload videos to YouTube. It gets me out and it makes me have to make interesting content for you guys to be watching. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like the videos, and comment down below. Even if I don't know you, it'd always be nice to know what other people are thinking and what I'm doing, and which ways I can improve on what I'm doing. So yeah, let's go. So a little fact about me. I like aeroplanes. I don't like flying in them. I think they scare the life out of me. But I like watching them. There's something that I just find interesting about them flying over. And where I'm working now, they come over quite low enough that you can read everything, you can see everything on the planes. And since I've been working there over the past couple of months or so, it's really started to interest me, and I really enjoy watching them. So I carried on past the Trafford Centre, and I decided to carry on even further and come to the Manchester Airport. Now there's a pub at Manchester Airport called the Airport Pub, and we've been there quite a few times watching the planes come in, Funky Tunnel, and they do some really good food and stuff. But I've always been interested in the place which is on the other side of the runway, and on the other side of the runway it's nothing major. There's no buildings, no nothing. It's just south side viewing, I believe it's called. to go down a little dirt path or dirt track to go and find it. So that's where I'm going to go. So we're here, and it looks like I'm not the only one here. Last time I drove up here, which was a couple of days ago, just to see what it was about, there was nobody here. But now, I'm parked up on the road. Not in the greatest of parking spaces, as you can see. Busy road there. Hello, are you okay? Let's get you out. So it looks like we've got to do a bit of exploring to get to this place. It's a bit woodland, but somebody else is having a good time. It's very nice around here. Don't feel like we're in Manchester at all. Probably not the best place for a pram though. You hear it? Can't see it. We're getting closer. I just saw one then through the trees. So, we get around this corner now. Oh, we have a gap. That gap means we're here. I don't know if you can see. Probably not, using the GoPro. There's an Emirates A380 there as well. Hopefully we'll be here for that taking off. Let's open the gate. So we definitely picked a good day to come. All the planes seem to be taking off on this side of the airport, which is just great for us because I was going to go over to the airport pub, but I thought I'd come and give this place a go. So yeah, looks like we're in for a good day. Airplane. Did you? Another one. Easy. Nice t-shirt, by the way. So if you want to get to where we've just been, it's actually up there behind there. So what you want to do, you want to follow a little path which brings you alongside the airport, and there's a little cut through here, which unfortunately due to the rain is a bit muddy. Once you get to the top it's nice and dry. Now luckily I've got the pram, but a guy was just helping me down there, so he lifted the pram for me, which is very helpful, which I appreciate, because going up was easy, coming down I wasn't looking forward to. So yeah, that was us at Manchester Airport. See where the rest of the day goes. So that's me back in the car now. Gonna start heading home, take the baby home because she's fast asleep. Plus, I am hungry. But one more stop on the way home, which you probably shouldn't be doing because I've already been once today to a certain place. But for me, Costa.
Hi, welcome to Costa. What can I get for you?
Hiya, can I have a large iced salted caramel latte, please?
Is that with coffee or without?
With, please.
Okay.
Cheers, tap. The latte and coffee in. I hope so. Okay, so I might be shooting myself in the foot here because I've come here on the way home. Oh, wipers. Now, I refer to Curry's as my Toys R Us because every time I go in there, I want something, and 90% of the time, I walk out with something. Now, the one thing I want in the minute is a new camera. I mean, I've got the GoPro, but like today, for example, down at the airport, I can't zoom, and half the time I can't see what I'm shooting. Now, I want the ability to be able to obviously create more footage and better footage, and I think with a camera, a real camera, I can, but it will put me in the bad books. Let's go and have a look anyway. So driving home from Curry's, empty-handed. I saw what I wanted, asked the guy about it, and then he hit me with, I can get it for you next week. I don't like that. When I get the excitement of going buying something, I want to be able to walk out with it. So I haven't picked it up. Maybe another day I'll nip back in and they will have it in stock. But for now, we're sticking with the trusty GoPro. So I've just reviewed the footage from today, been over it and going to put a video together, and I realised I didn't end the video. So thank you for watching for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the videos, comment below, and maybe one day you'll get to see what I look like with that hat on. But the only way you can do that is if you keep watching, so stay tuned.